Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series. Today we will be playing the 2003 strategy game Republic, the Revolution. Set in the fictional post-Soviet country of Novi Strana, the aim of the game is to establish a political movement and to overthrow the nation's dictator. Seeing that I bought this game for 15 cents from a second-hand shop, I am not expecting anything fantastic. But nonetheless, I decided that I might as well give this game a try. After all, it's the very first game on this channel that's actually a strategy game. Now we've clicked to start, and here we go. So this is sort of the introduction for our main character. You can see the secret police taking away his family, everybody he loves, so on. And the reason why we have a vendetta against the nation's dictator, a Mr. Karasov. I guess this can speak for itself, so just watch and learn. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like we've got our work cut out for us. But we have determination on our side. We shall lead a revolution, and by God it shall be glorious. Now let's set some names. Our avatar name will be simple, the Nerd Gamer, because why not? And our faction name. This might be trickier. We'll say that this is our first game since I honestly need a tutorial. Don't expect too much gameplay. Instead, we'll basically be setting up our movement, our goals, and so on and so forth. From what I've read, this game is pretty complex, and so I've got the 50-page manual right by my side the entire time. Hopefully we won't need it for too many things. Now let's get our faction name straightened out. I'm thinking of something that can unite people regardless of their political affiliations. Something that appeals to both the left and the right. So I think we might as well go for the National People's Revolutionary... God damn it, okay. We can't make it that long, so we'll go for People's Revolutionary Movement. God damn it, it's too long as well. What could we go for then? Our faction name. We'll just abbreviate it, why not? National People's Revolutionary Movement. It isn't a fully fledged party and it won't be one for a long time, seeing that opposition is legal. So we'll make it the NPRM. N to appeal to the nationalists, P to appeal to the socialists, and then the revolutionary movement because our aim is a revolution in Novi Strana. Now let's get going. Apparently we've got a short questionnaire to basically figure out our ideology. So, question 1. After witnessing the abduction of my parents, what do I decide to do? Now, I'm considering this closely. Criminal activity wouldn't be my kind of thing, neither would something underground. A small export business? Perhaps. Studying? Also perhaps. I'll say study at college. Next question. In the years that follow, what do I read? Well, let's see. Urban Survival Handbook, A Practical Guide to Manipulation, Commerce and Capitalism, or Political Insurgency, a KGB primer. I think I'll be going at this one. preparing myself for this movement since my youth. Now number 3. The Soviet Union has collapsed, Karasov is now president. Citizen watching schemes. So effectively a secret police of its own. What could we go with? I'll say C, using favors. Number 4. How do I help people in my local area? I would say using my connections, whatever those may be. If Karasov went to the length of kidnapping my character's parents, then I obviously have some kind of connections. Now, how would we offer our services to opposition movements? I would say giving a rousing opening speech as a natural and great orator with a wonderful voice. Now, question 6. What could I do? I apologize if this is boring, but this is how we set up the game, and I decided I might as well show this to everyone. Sure, you might as well praise the market economy. Even if it would be semi-sarcastic, we're playing along, and that's what's important. Now, number 7. A work acquaintance has uncovered my subversive activities and is threatening to inform on me unless I comply with his blackmail. What would I do? Hiring thugs seems a bit extreme. Reporting him to the secret police would be something that could work and I might do. Put pressure on him perhaps, but in an ideal situation, I'd convince him to join my cause. Even though I doubt that would happen in real life. Question 8. We're almost there. Amongst underground and subversive elements of Novistranan society, you have begun to gain quite a reputation for your views, writings, and philosophies. How do I know whom to trust as a result? I wouldn't necessarily challenge them to a fight, so what would I do? Background checks, perhaps. Or, we could go for C or D. D would be good, though it would probably allow a lot of secret police informers to join. So how about C? We'll go for C since it's a little more foolproof. Question 9. Picking a logo. Well, we have a number of options here. This one here looks quite right-wing. This one quite capitalistic, democratic, liberal. This one I am unsure, while this one looks about as stereotypically socialist as possible. With the beautiful socialist heraldic style and the big star, 5 points in the middle and so on, we'll be going with this one. Final question. I hoped my path to power will be normal, since I am going to go for any harder difficulties. Here we go. We have very high resolve, and our main ambition, our main ideology appears to be influence. The ability to influence people towards our cause. We have an ungodly amount of resolve, high control and charisma, decent status and presence. I think that we have a good setup. So now let's see if we can actually start this game. Entering the town of Ekaterina. As you can see from this screen, Novi Strana is quite a typical East European country. We have the Nouveau Riche, the big businessman, we have the army, the activists, the resurgent church, and so on. Hopefully we'll be able to play all of these groups against each other during our rise to power. though I'm afraid that this game might be a little lackluster, seeing that it has a relatively linear plot. At least this means we won't get too bogged down in it. It's certainly taking a while to load, especially for a game that's almost 15 years old. Nonetheless, this looks promising. Day 1. Morning. Novi Strana, Ekaterine Town Center. What's this? A diary entry. So this is our hometown. We might as well read this out to give a nice impression. Home sweet home. Many years have passed since I was last here. The town of Ekaterine looks the same, but somehow feels different. And thank you game for ruining it. Let's see what this rooftop view thing is about. We've got a mini-map, a clock panel, an action tracker, and alerts. We move through the cursor keys, so we've got to keep our hands on those. Alrighty then. And we can't read the diary entry either. Regardless. We're here in Ekaterine, and we'll be looking for something to do. We've got a nice street view here. Impressive graphics, but that's not what matters. What matters is actually achieving something. So our objectives. To meet up with an old friend and offer him a job as our right-hand man. So, we'll go to our faction screen and look for people to recruit. But first of all, I saw a number of logos there, so I assume these are the different factions in Novi Strana. We have the Constantino Cartel, probably a criminal organization, Democracy Now! Party, so one of those Western-backed color revolutionist schemers. The Church of Novi Strana, corrupt Orthodox Church, I'm certain. The Union of Socialist Workers, a potential ally probably made up of former communists and secret police members, and that's about it. Now let's go headhunting. Who can we get to join us? Joseph Nazarov, Semyon Titov, or Boris Filatov? So these are the 3 old friends that we have. We can start in the industrial estate, in this area here, which I can't read, I think it's the Voronezh Fields or something, or in Prokofiev Plaza. I like the fact that they've actually put some research into the names of these places, naming them after historical figures. But anyway, so this appears to be a region where influence reigns supreme, so we'll start here. Or wait, is that wealth? That's force and that's influence. I think blue is influence. I'm just confused at this point. But we seem to have a decent share in Prokofiev Plaza, so we'll talk to our comrade Semyon Titov, the political activist. So where will the venue be? I like that we can pick this. We'll go with either a bar... Wait, god damn it, I'm just falling apart here. Let's get back to this. So this guy. We'll go with Napoleon's Folly. It's a tavern through which French soldiers were once retreated. Or wait, no. Through which the French soldiers who were retreating were harried by Russian forces. Anyway, this seems like an interesting place, so we'll meet up with him here. At Napoleon's Folly. Tracking actions. Launching actions is a simple process, so what are the variations? We have reminders, so we can create a kind of schedule. We have a character panel, checklist panel, action tracker, and so on. Seems interesting. So it's now the afternoon. We'll focus on this headhunt. I believe that the man in the coat is our personal character. Now let's see how this goes. I assume this is our good old friend here, Mr. Titov. So let's give him a nice chat about why we should start a movement. I'm assuming that this is the wonderful Novistranan language that I've heard so much about. So we're having this nice cordial meeting, and we'll see how it goes. If all goes well, Comrade Titov will join our great national revolutionary movement. And with two resolute leaders ready to conquer this nation, I believe that our chances will be good. Now, this is taking a while, to be honest. I'm not sure if we can speed things up either. Either way, we'll just watch the scene, and after we've finished persuading this man to join our cause, we will most likely put an end to the first episode of the series. So here we go, preparing a conversation. The conversation game. It seems like a kind of card game. We're playing different arguments, allocating points, and countering the opponent. Alrighty then. So, with this wonderful range of options, I think we'll self-deprecate. Alright. This seems decent. So we've invested our points, we'll see what the computer does as well. So let's see how this goes.
Каждужная деснула, и буждуешь того стола, верно?
I believe that we're succeeding, but I have no idea whatsoever.
А потомака мы садим, покушаем.
So now we'll try to tempt him once more. And finally we'll joke. It appears that we're losing. This isn't good.
И поговорута, и дискутера, и вошна набуштара. И верно это, и обгрузнавата.
I think we might be losing this conversation.
И верно, их тора, их дужа.
This can't be good at all. Wait a second. Is he not going to join us? For Christ's sake, we failed. This cannot be good. Either way, with that attempt to recruit a right-hand man failed, I guess I will be putting an end to this episode. In the next episode, we'll try to recruit another old friend, and we'll see how that goes. Until then, stay tuned. I've been the Nerd Gamer, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, do not forget to leave a like and a comment and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all next time.